Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Achievement. Today I'm taking on evaluation of gaits. Alright, so introduction of evaluation of gaits. Walking has been described as a series of narrowed, everted catastrophes where the body falls forward, then the leg move under the body to establish a new base of support. Gait analysis, functional evaluation of walking, or an style gait evaluation identifies functional limitations, chronic pain limited to physical activity. All right. So Gait terminologies. What are the terminologies we should know? We should know what step means. Step is a sequence of events from a specific point in the gait on one extremity to the same point in the opposite extremity, where step length, distance traveled between the initial contact of the right and the left foot, whereas the step width, distance between the point of contact of the both foot. Stride, two sequence step. All right. Cadency under number of step taken per unit time, a step per minute is known as cadency. Numbers of steps taken per unit time, step per minute. Adult average cadency 107 plus slash minus 2.7 steps per minute. Velocity, distance covered per unit time, m or seconds, minute or seconds, all right. Gauge velocity, meters per second. Gauge cadency, step per minute. All right. So stride time, time required to complete a single stride, whereas stride length, linear distance covered in one stride. All right. Linear distance, we are talking of same foot covered in one stride, uh, like in one stride distance. Same foot. All right. Measurement of, if we are using the left foot, we are using the left foot measurement to the at the heel side down to the other previous one. All right, as you can see in the pictures here. All right, so whereas stride time, time required to complete a single stride. All right, ground reaction force. Contact of the foot with the ground creates force yielding velocity, vertical, anterior, posterior, and medial lateral components. All right. Center of pressure, COP, shows the part of the pressure under the foot during gait. Phases of gait cycle. With the right facing limb, with the right limb as an example, to distinct phases occurs. Weight bearing, stance phase, non-weight bearing, swing phase. All right. So weight bearing, you're in the stance phase. Non-weight bearing, you're in swing phase. Whereas legs alternative between supportive stance and non-supportive swing. 2 points. 2 points. The body is supported by a single leg mid stance, terminal stance. Phases of gait here. So here is the stance phase we're talking about. Here is the swing phase. So weight bearing. When the body is bearing the weight, it is in stance phase. You using the right leg, like they say. You can see stance phase. All right. Non-weight bearing is going initial swing, mid swing is not touching on the ground, then terminal swing. So we have 5 phase in the stance phase. We have initial contacts where he is going to the ground, loading response, mid stance, where you're pushing all the weight down. We have the terminal stance and we have the pre-swing. All right, the toe is just lifting up and it's going more higher here, and you can see the swing phase where this is not touching the ground, but terminal swing where the swing phase is ending and it's touching the ground. All right. Walking gait phases, minimal side to side motion, maximum forward motion, and uh, body rises and falls approximately 5 centimeter. This is for the efficient gait. Where center of gravity, if you watch this line showing here, it's showing center of gravity is not stable, is parts in sinusoidal curve, right? The center of gravity, we know center of gravity takes place here. And minimal efficient gait, we talk about minimal side to side. If you're moving to the, your body is not in stable form, it's going to like in a left to the right, side to side. All right. More terminologies, kinematic, the characteristics of movement related to time and space, right? A range of motion, velocity, and acceleration, the effect of joint action. Whereas kinetic, the force being analyzed, the causes of joint action. All right. So, what are the difference? Characteristics of movement related to time and space, a range of motion, velocity, and the effect of joint action. Whereas the force being analyzed, the causes of joint action. All right. Moving to the next, stance phase. Okay, let's now differentiate between stance phase and swing phase. I know I've already briefed on that, but let's just go deep a little bit. Stance phase, the weight bearing phase of gait begins on the initial contact with the surface of the ends. When contact is broken, high energy phases. Kinetic energy is absorbed from the ground and transferred up to kinetic chain. 5 periods. We have initial contact, loading, mid-stance, swing, and pre-swing. Like I explained in the other slide, where initial contact, you're touching the ground. Loading phase, you've not fully landed completely with a flat foot. Mid-swing, you're fully landed completely with a flat foot. Then mid-stance, you're fully landed with a complete flat foot. Terminal stance, you're about taking off, all right, whereas pre-swing, you're off already, all right. Whereas swing phase, the non-weight bearing phase of gait begins at the instant of foot levels, instant of foot leaves the surface and just before the initial contact. 38% of gait cycle, low energy phases, all right. 3 periods. We have the initial swing. You're moving initially. Mid swing, where your foot is on the air, it's not touching the ground. Whereas terminal swing, you're ending the swing. You're taking off. You're on the air, mid swing. You're not touching the ground. This is the ground, for example. You're taking off. You're on the air. You're not touching the ground. Then when you're touching the ground, then that is the terminal swing. So, guys, I will be stopping here for now. In my next topic, I'll be taking on the pathology of gates and I'll explain all the kind of pathologies we are having on gates. But for now, what I try to brief for us is to know what gate is, what are the the terminologies which are used, stride length and the rest of them, cadency and etc. Then I told you what is the two type of gates. We have the swing phase, we have the stance phase. Then this is all I just came to say for now. All right. Next time, when I come around, I'll be giving you the pathologies of gait and I'm owing you more topics, shoulder joints, and the rest. I'll complete them. Have a very nice day, guys. Thank you for watching.